the end of the third quarter here in Gainesville. They gather and sing, "We Are the Boys." Looks like the Tebow family has learned all the words. Don't forget the 5-star play of the game presented by Wrangler coming up before we leave the air. Tim Tebow has helped the Florida Gators to 412 yards of offense in the first 3 quarters. There's problems. There is a problem, and Harvin avoids the first tackle, but still loses yardage. Nevertheless, this has been an all Florida night so far.
Really has. I'm a little surprised, I have to say. I figured Florida State could figure out a way to put pressure on Tim and force him out of doing some things he didn't want to do, but so far they haven't been able to do it. I think early, when they didn't get that early sack and that scramble on 3rd and long, it kind of set the tone of the game, and Florida's just blown it up.
Well, 31-12 as we get set for the final quarter here in Gainesville. 2nd down and 20 after the loss. Tebow back, a lot of time. Fires it out to Brandon James on the right side. Out to the 42-yard line before he is stopped.
Now remember this Florida State defense. I mean, you know, what did Colorado put on Nebraska? 65 points?
Yes, they did.
They got 6, I think, against this Florida State defense. They took the Heisman Trophy away from Matt Ryan, and they bottled up the Alabama offense when Alabama had an offense.
Good point.
And tonight they look just like they just look like an average, middle of the pack football team on defense.
Now remember, they went up to Boston College and knocked off the Eagles. And tonight they trail 31-12 as we're underway here in the 4th quarter. Tebow deep, incomplete. Cornelius Ingram was the intended receiver.
Yeah, that whole series stopped at 1st down when Florida State penetrated and got Harvin on that counter play that they tried to run on 1st down. That's the only way you can stop them. Pressure the quarterback or have them lose yards on a play so they get out of sync.
Second punt of the night. Chaz Henry is on 4th and 15. And Preston Parker, number 5. This was a line drive punt. Will bounce and take a Gator roll. Oh my.
It's the 2nd one inside the 5.
"54-yard punt, about half of that on the roll.
And now it's time for our Geico scoring recap.
Cismasia put Florida State on top on the first drive of the game, 21-yard field goal. Then Tebow avoided a sack, rumbled 23 yards for his first touchdown run tonight. 7-3 Florida on top. Louis Murphy on the receiving end of a Tebow pass, 32 yards. It was 14-3. And then Cismasia from 38 yards gives Florida State its 6th point of the ball game. Louis Murphy, 14-yard reception from Tim Tebow to make it 21-6, and just before halftime, a 60-yard field goal. That was from 28 to set up the 60-yard field goal. Well, I'm going to get there. Too many field goals. Eos from 30. Here it is.
60-yarder.
Oh, I knew it was coming. 60-yard field goal to make it 24-12. And then Tim Tebow, 5-yard touchdown run, 31-12. We have run out of field goals. Florida State takes over at their 3-yard line.
Well, it's been same old story for Florida State in this game. The last 3 losses, they haven't scored more than 14 points. They're at 12 right now. The last 4 times they've won against Florida, they scored 30-plus points. You can see they have not scored enough points.
Parker all the way out to the 17, 18-yard line. Major Wright makes the tackle. That's a quick gain of 15.
Special football player. I really, when I watch the tape of Florida State, I see improvement. When you talk to Jimbo Fisher, he sees it. Bobby Bowden said he sees it. He doesn't know if it can translate yet against this defense, this team, but he sees the improvement.
First down and 10. Parker in the backfield. Weatherford incomplete. And for more on Preston Parker, here's Tracy Wolfson.
Well, guys, Parker actually grew up a diehard Miami Hurricanes fan, but when it came time to making his decision at a press conference, he threw up 2 hats, Miami and Florida State, and for some reason he said he grabbed the Seminole hat and put it on his head. He said he was shocked. He shocked everyone. He shocked himself. He didn't know what got into him, but he's happy with his decision.
Those involuntary responses will get you in trouble. 2nd down 10.
Well, it worked out pretty well for him,
didn't it? Weatherford, screen pass, little inside screen to Cody Fagg, number 81. That'll set up 3rd down and 4.
Really is amazing what Drew Weatherford is doing and being able to not turn the football over. You know, of the top 100 throwers in college football, none of them have thrown fewer than 3 interceptions. Drew Weatherford has thrown 1 on the year.
And that was a long time ago. Tonight, 30 passes. So he's at 227 without an interception. 227 in succession. Here's Weatherford running for the 1st down out to the 30-yard line. Brandon Spikes, number 51, with the tackle. ACC record. He's chasing a record that was established earlier this year by Andre Woodson of Kentucky that overlapped last season. Holding, that's going to wipe that run out.
Holding, number 5 of the offense. 10-yard penalty from the end of the run. Will repeat 3rd down.
Ball placed at the 20.
So the holding happened downfield. They took it from the end of the run, so now you have 3rd and 8 or 3rd and 9, something like that.
3rd and 9. From the outside, blitz coming. Weatherford sacked. 4th down. Jermaine Cunningham, who was encouraging a little crowd participation prior to the snap.
This blitz package has been used by Florida all year. At the last second, they send the weak side corner. Coming from the bottom of the screen right here, and the safeties all rotate out of it like that. Now watch this, right at the snap, the safeties are moving. They don't pick it up right, and it's been used in the first game against Tennessee and all the way till the last game here against Florida State. Should be ready for it.
Graham Gano will punt. Brandon James, who has an 83-yarder for a touchdown off of a punt return, is looking for running room here. Doesn't find it.
Yeah, and a couple flags, too.
He had a kickoff return wiped out by a penalty earlier in the game.
Anytime you reverse your field, you get the guys blocking for you, holding, because the person they're trying to block changes direction, and that's what happens sometimes. Tebow's going to go deep here, real quick, I promise you.
Listen.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Number 2 on the receiving team. 10-yard penalty from the end of the return. 1st and 10.
After the game you called yesterday, if you tell me he's going deep, I'm going to perch and get a seat in the end zone.
I'm looking downfield.
The Home Depot SEC on CBS is sponsored by Progressive, the new AT&T, Ruby Tuesday, and by Toyota. Tonight on CBS, we'll begin with CSI Miami, followed by CSI New York, and then 48 Hours Mystery. Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, Gainesville. 52nd meeting between Florida and Florida State. We're early in the 4th quarter, and it has been all Gators so far. That one caught short. That's a modest gain of a couple of yards. Lewis Murphy, and he's nailed by Gino Hayes, number 10.
Florida State was sitting back very deep in their zone this time. 2 deep safeties. Geno Hayes follows one crossing guy, and then he gets the next crossing guy sitting in the zone. That worked very well. Now, how do you counter that? Do you come back to that option offense? We will see.
Second down, 8. 31-12. Tebow, you see 192 yards throwing the football. He's also rushed for 77 tonight. Brandon James along his side. James has it. Slips a tackle. First down at the 45-yard line.
See, the counter to the zone, the deep zone defense when they drop everybody, is to run the wishbone plays, basically, from shotgun. So you're going to play me 8 deep. We're going to line up wide, bring a guy in motion, and we're basically going to run the wishbone. Hand off. They don't even block the end guy on the line of scrimmage over here, and they run the ball. Now, watch this tight formation. I'm telling you, this is where they like to go deep to Louis Orr. He's at the bottom of the screen.
Lewis Murphy wide right. First down. Here comes the option near side. Ooh, Tebow took a pretty good hit up high. Guion. Second down and 10.
Yeah, LaTroy Guion that time didn't overrun it that time, did he?
No.
That's probably the hardest hit Tebow's taken in this football game.
We were talking about that the bruised right shoulder, his non-throwing shoulder. He said he's not going to have full range of motion back in that shoulder until the offseason when he gets complete rest. Second down and 10. Harbin. So many weapons. And Harbin, who's over 100 yards rushing now, he's up to 132.
Same formula. Dan Mullen sees the look. See, he sees these 2 safeties deep. He sees 5 across right here, and he says, all right, you want to do that against me? I'm going to run inside. I'm going to run our type of veer offense. And when you move a safety up, that's when I'm going to run my play action pass and throw the ball downfield. It's really not that difficult to call. It might be difficult to execute.
Execute's a different matter. Yes, yeah.
Well, they're moved up now.
Right. And here comes the blitz.
And here comes the deep ball.
And there it is. Andre Caldwell, touchdown. There's a flag down.
Yeah, they've called a 15-yard penalty for unfair offense. You got too many weapons.
You know, you and I are going to do these broadcasts long enough to see Urban Meyer smile someday.
That's right. That was pretty easy, though. I mean, you knew they were going to go deep. It was just a matter of time till the look got there. You could see the look, and Dan Mullen's been calling these plays long enough to know when to pull the trigger, but it was coming. You knew it was coming.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 5 on the offense. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
Hey, on senior day, I think you let it ride.
Yeah, no kidding.
I don't even think Urban can get upset on that one. Look at Tebow. He's popping all over the sideline.
Extra point coming now. Tebow throws another. Andre Caldwell, the all-time leading receiver in the history of this university's football program. He exceeded the mark held for 39 years by Carlos Alvarez. And Tim Tebow throws another. It's 38-12. 8:20 to go here. 38-12. Florida leads it. And they will kick off after the celebration penalty. The ball moved back to the 15-yard line. Preston Parker, Joslyn Shaw are the deep men. This one comes near side, taken at the 24-yard line by Joslyn Shaw, number 80. Out to the 45-yard line. And now it's time for the playbook presented by the Hartford.
Well, it's pretty simple. Dan Mullen was just waiting, offensive coordinator, for these safeties right here to move up and show that he had man-to-man coverage. You just call the play action pass, and down at the bottom of the screen right there, you got one-on-one coverage. And watch another perfectly thrown ball by Tim Tebow to Caldwell. And ladies and gentlemen, that's 51 touchdowns for the year. 29 in the air, 22 on the ground. Caldwell, the all-time leading receiver, and 68% completions for the year for Tebow.
Weatherford, nice catch at the 49-yard line. Rod Owens, number 86, goes down to make the grab. Say that again. How many?
51. 50.
Gino Hayes had said Tebow's going down. Write that, y'all.
Yeah.
And it was written, and Tim Tebow kind of sardonically said, well, that is the point.
Yeah,
I carry the ball a lot.
That's right. Got to tackle me.
It's okay by me. 2nd down and 5.
Turning into an unbelievable passer now, too, though.
Rod Owens inside. Nice play. And that's a first down, Florida State to the 31. Well, Tebow ties the NCAA record for a quarterback. Says Mazia's 60-yard field goal. That's an ACC record as well as an FSU record. And Weatherford's total is now up to 229 without an interception.
Let's give a little salute to Rod Owens. You know, he had that bad injury last year in 2006. Comes out there and shows that he's getting a little healthy. Hadn't played a lot this year.
On first down, here's Weatherford. Rolling right.
Watch out.
Oh, the record just about went south. Tony Joyner with 2 hands on it.
Well, if Tony Joyner hadn't tipped it like that, I think Rickerson would have intercepted the ball. I mean, you can't hardly blame him. The ball's coming by him. But Joyner, I think, is right here. There he is, Joyner. Now watch as he comes off one player, back into the slot. Rickerson has the interception, number 23, but Joyner gets the knockdown from Rickerson.
2nd down and 10. 38-12. As Florida tries to win its 4th in a row in this series. And this is a little